Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to the channel. Sarah here. We're going to do a reading for you today for the week of December 8th to the 14th, 2025. Keep in mind, Taurus, this is just a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave out what does not. If you're interested in having a personal reading with me, you can go to my website, lionessmoonintuitivetarot.com, or you can email me directly at lionessmoonintuitivetarot@gmail.com. The Chariot in reverse wants to come out. This could have something to do with something coming to a stop, or it could just mean going backwards or something's returning. So we'll see if that comes back out. If you do want to book a personal reading with me, I'm just going to forewarn you, this is not my day job. I have a day job, so sometimes I'm booking up to like a week later than the actual time that you book. Like, so if you book on like a Wednesday, you may not get your reading until the following Wednesday. It's kind of where I'm at right now. I might have to stop personal readings because it's becoming too hard to keep up. This is what it feels like sometimes. So as always, feel free to delegate the energies where you see fit. If I say I am talking about you, I could be talking about somebody who you are dealing with, and vice versa. Same goes to you, cross-watcher. All right, so we're going to do a general energy check-in for you today. Let's cut this deck in three. 1, 2, 3. So mote it be. For the sign of Taurus, we've got this person, the person who is on your mind, their energy towards you is the Hierophant in reverse. Broken contract. Non-committal. We'll see. Wants to rebel, maybe rebellious. All right. Their view of you, their perception of you is the Six of Swords in reverse. It does look like a return. That's why that Chariot in reverse wanted to come out. Returning. Okay, interesting. Their behavior and actions towards you is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Be careful. Phew. Yikes. Are you sure you want to return to this person? Your energy is the Chariot in reverse. Okay, so that definitely supports that Six of Swords in reverse. I do see that as a return. You may be wanting to return to something here. The challenge here is the King of Swords in reverse. Could be dishonesty, we'll find out. The advice is the Page of Cups in reverse. Geez, every single card is in reverse. You guys are going to come at me in the comments. No, my deck isn't upside down. It's not. I turn half my cards upside down, or I turn half of them. I don't know which ones are going upside down and which ones are going into the upright. Every time I do a new reading, I do that. That's just what I do. And the outcome is the Nine of Swords. Hey, this one's in the upright. The Nine of Swords is the nightmare card. All right. The overall energy of your reading today, Taurus, is the Eight of Wands in reverse. There's something about a return, going backwards. There's something about going backwards here. And it is influenced by the Emperor in reverse, the Page of Wands in reverse, and the Seven of Wands. All right, so I'm definitely seeing that you may be wanting to return to something in order to be able to defend yourself about something. I'm just seeing that there's really unhealthy communication here. There may be you may be dealing with a punitive or just oppressive energy. We'll find out when we clarify. Let's start clarifying. Your person's energy is the Hierophant in reverse. Why is the Hierophant in reverse here for Taurus? We've got the Five of Cups in reverse. And the Six of Swords. We've got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ten of Swords. I'm just going to say what I'm seeing here is that there's an energy of somebody who is walking away from, it looks like they're trying to get away from a marital connection is what it looks like, or some sort of committed relationship is what it looks like. There's some sort of contractual agreement that somebody's trying to rebel against is what it looks like. Meaning it looks like they're out. With the Six of Swords, it looks like they're out. Now the Five of Cups in reverse for me as a reader, this is my own subjective way of reading it, is often for me, not always, it depends on the energies that are surrounding it, but it's often a rebound card. Somebody who is trying to avoid the pain of loss, trying to avoid having to go through that. And so they're looking for a distraction. And so that's what I'm seeing here. Somebody trying to move on from something that they're not into anymore. They're ready to eliminate this, whatever this contractual agreement is. For some of you, it might be a marriage. I don't think it's you, though. I think that you're the one who, it looks like there's a return here in your energy. And so whoever this is trying to avoid having to feel any kind of pain by going towards some sort of distraction here. They want to repeat a cycle here. So either this is somebody who it's for a lot, I'm just going to say, it does look like a return. It looks like a return to something that you've already experienced before. We see the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody wants to repeat a cycle with you. They feel like they've missed an opportunity. Now it looks like they're ready to give up on something else. They don't want to continue trying to build on this other situation, but in going straight to you in order to avoid this pain of loss, this actually creates an energy of betrayal in another situation. Why should I care? Because you should care about the person who you're connecting to. You should care about their character. I only say that because I got that as a comment once. Why should I care about what the other party thinks? Well, you should care about the person who you're connecting to and whether they're showing up as having a high moral standing. Don't complain if it happens to you in the future. It's kind of how karma works, right? So we've got the Divine Masculine card showing up here. That doesn't mean it is a masculine, but for a lot of you, that might be what you're dealing with here. Actually, let's do this like this. We've got Divine Masculine, searching. It looks like, so this person is on a search right now. That's what I was getting. They're in a situation that they don't want to be in, and they're on the prowl. They're trying to distract themselves from having to feel the pain of walking away from something right now. And so for a lot of you, it's you who they're fascinated by. They may be watching you. They're showing up as having eyes for you. They're highly focused. They're searching and they're looking at you. They've been on the search. They've been on the prowl. You're the chosen one right now, Taurus. So let's get more on this Hierophant in reverse. I replay our conversations over and over. What I'm getting from that card is that there is almost like an obsession going on right now. That's the same as the Nine of Swords to me. Somebody who is really in their head about something. For a lot of you, this was somebody who you were connected to at a younger age. You and I were too young. So maybe they feel like that's why that Ace of Pentacles was showing up in reverse. They feel like they missed an opportunity, maybe wants to return. So your energy is the Chariot in reverse, an energy of returning. Why is this Chariot in reverse? We've got the Hanged Man in reverse. And we've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, we've got the Temperance in reverse. We've got the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. There's something about, so what I'm seeing here in your energy is that I'm just going to tell you what I'm seeing, okay? You may be wanting to try and return to whoever this is, or maybe give it another shot. I'm just heavily getting here that there was something about whoever this was that you were connected to. It looks like it was when you were younger for some of you. Well, I mean, it's always when you're younger. Yesterday you were younger, right? But when I see you and I were too young, I'm getting that there was a sense of maturity that you have come to at this point in your life that you hadn't exactly reached at the point where the two of you had been separated. So whoever this is has grown in their way and you have grown in your way. Now, what I'm getting here, and I don't always read the Seven of Pentacles in reverse this way, but I'm reading it this way because that's how it's looking to me, is that there's something here that you're not really reflecting on here about how this relationship had gone in the past. And it has something to do with a resistance, this energy of resistance that you may have been feeling towards whoever this is. And what I'm seeing here is that for a lot of you, this was not a satisfactory connection, and a big part of the reason why you felt like it was not satisfactory for you was because of the fact that it threw you right off balance. For some of you, whoever this is might trigger the heck out of you. This person might know exactly what to do or say just to push your buttons in a way that sets you off. It may set you into a rage for some of you. Like the Temperance in reverse is no joke to me. It's one of the most intense energies in the entire deck when it's in reverse. There's something that you're not really reflecting on or considering about the effect that this had on you in the past. Now, I'm not necessarily getting, now that I'm looking at this, that whoever this is has grown past having that effect on you, or that you have grown past them having that effect on you. So there may be something here about not jumping in too quickly here and actually getting to know whoever this is. Again, if this is somebody who you had been connected to in the past, for some of you, this might be just a repeated cycle with the same person, different body. That's often how we get our lessons, okay? But what I'm getting here was that there was something about this person that made you want to move in a new direction, leave them behind. And for a lot of you, this happened swiftly. It was like you made the decision, I'm done with this, and you went, you left, and you did it quickly. Either that was you or it was them who did it to you. But either way, there was something about this connection that was not satisfactory to you. Can we get more? Maybe they did it to you. It could be that you did it to them or they did it to you. You just have to take that as it resonates. I see that somebody decided to move into a new direction and leave something behind, and they did it swiftly. Now, whoever this is, it looks like they may be doing the same thing to somebody else, if this was something that they did to you, or this was something you did. We do see commitment coming in. Now we see divine feminine. We saw divine masculine in their energy. We see divine feminine in your energy. That doesn't mean that's the way it is, but that is what's showing up here. And again, we've got this energy of not being satisfied. That's what I said. There was this energy of not being satisfied while you were in a commitment to whoever this is. Because oftentimes what happens is that when we get ourselves caught up into these codependent commitments, now we start seeing the real person. It's almost like people use their partner as an outlet to show who they really are. It's like I need somebody who I can show who I really am to. The rest of the world thinks I'm wonderful, so I need to make sure that the only person who knows who I really am is this person who I've got checked up with behind closed doors, and they feel like they can't just leave me. Because, we have some sort of contractual agreement that binds us to each other. That's what it looks like. It's toxic. That's what I'm getting here. You already know something about whoever this is as having been toxic in the past. And it's been a while. I will wait for a sign. I'm seeing that there's there's been some time since the two of you have been connected to each other. All right, so this person sees you as the Six of Swords in reverse. I'm going to channel their energy, so please don't shoot the messenger if you don't like what you're seeing. It's their perspective on you. We've got the Six of Pentacles, the Magician in reverse. Ooh, yikes. Why do they want to return? Oh, that's what it is. They're trying to get out of another situation. That's what it is. This person, okay, so this person, again, for a lot of you, this is somebody who sees you, either they see, we do see there was an ending, there was a detachment, there was an ending. It looks like we see silence. The two of you haven't been talking to each other, definitely. With the Four of Swords to the High Priestess, obviously that's silence. The something came to an end. Now, what I'm seeing here is that somebody is saying that there was an emotional neglect that had taken place here. And that might have been what was setting you off. There may have been this energy of feeling like you were emotionally neglected and you were like, you needed to put an end to this. Now what I'm seeing here is you wanting to return to this. They see you as maybe wanting to return to this. Now, we do see the Magician in reverse. They see you as maybe not being totally honest here about something. And it could have to do... what I'm seeing this person saying is that they feel like you were distributing your energies to others before things had ended between you and them. That doesn't mean that you were like doing anything like physical or anything like that, but this person feels like you were talking to others or like just distributing your energies to others is what I'm seeing here. Like you manipulated something. I'm getting that for a lot of you, you were the one who left this connection. There's something about the future. Here, just a second. Irreconcilable differences. It doesn't look like the two of you are on the same page. It's showing up that this is a soulmate connection, but it is still showing up that whoever this is reluctant to want to return to you because they still feel like there's something that's... So whoever this is wants to try and rebound. There's no question. But I'm also seeing that they see you as somebody who in the future, because of the fact that there's either this lack of trust, there's been a lot of turmoil and turbulence between the two of you, that this will eventually lead to there being a divorce or irreconcilable differences between the two of you. And it could just be that it's because this is just not a living arrangement that's going to work for you. Or this might be just somebody who you're not meant to be getting yourself into any kind of commitment with. And then you're going to wish things could be different. That's what it is. This person's afraid that whatever happened in the past is going to repeat between the two of you, and then you're going to regret. That's what I was getting here. I'm getting here that if you are indeed interested in returning to something here, is what I'm seeing is that you're not being totally honest with yourself about how things actually were. That is what I'm seeing. And then you're going to regret getting yourself involved in this. And then you're going to blame this person when it's really your fault because there's something that you're not paying attention to here. The querent never likes to be told that they're the ones who are wrong, but yet when I read for myself, they say you shouldn't read for yourself because you're going to read it the way you want to read it. No way. Spirit seriously drags my ass a lot and tells me who I am, and the ego doesn't like that very much, but I know that it's for my own good. Because if I didn't listen, I would continue making really bad choices. There's a reason why we're told these things. Okay, so this person's behavior and actions is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. you may have okay, so whoever this is somebody who you may have a history, maybe even a history of walking away from commitment. I don't know. This person's just really on the fence. They want to rebound. They want to connect with you. It looks like they're trying to get away from something else and they're looking for something like that. But overall, this person is still concerned that you are not going to be fully in. They are concerned that you're not in. We've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by the King of Wands and the King of Cups and the Ten of Swords. What the heck is going on here? That's it. We've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Three of Cups, and the Lovers. So this person is going to try and come together with you. I don't know if you guys are going to meet for drinks, or it does look like it could be. With the Three of Cups to the Lovers, I'm seeing an energy of some sort of casual encounter that leads to something passionate. It could be a very spontaneous, it looks like a spontaneous endeavor, or rendezvous. Rendezvous. I had some of the same letters, and you get it, maybe. So yeah, the same. There's some sort of, it looks like there's some sort of tryst this person's going to try and get themselves involved in with you. Now, what I'm seeing here is we've got two different energies. This person is connected to something else, is what it looks like. Now, they're showing up, coming towards you as the King of Wands, but it looks like even though they're not fully committed to something else right now, they still have, and that's what I was getting here. It's almost like they're trying to avoid how they really feel about it. And so this creates this energy of a betrayal. Not only are they betraying this other person, but when it turns out that they actually don't want to try and make anything work with you, you might feel like you're being betrayed by them as well. And it doesn't look like this person takes any accountability for any of this. So now you're dealing with a situation where whoever this is might try and say, well, yeah, to this other person that they may actually still want to continue to be connected to. Well, Taurus was the one who seduced me that night. So I don't know. That's just kind of what I'm seeing. Just be aware of that. And we do see that King of Swords in reverse as your challenge. So we will be clarifying that. And let's not get too hung up on the genders here. I know that it is showing up specifically divine masculine and divine feminine in these two energies, but it doesn't have to be. We've got single. Yeah, they're going to come in yeah, there's going to be synchronicities here. Synchronicities. There's something that you've gone through with this person. There's something that you're meant to be recognizing about this situation that created turmoil and turbulence in your life. Whoever this is creates a lot of turbulence for you. And you may not be really paying attention to that when you connect with them, because there's something about their energy that is very charming. They're charismatic. They have the ability to maybe charm the pants off you, literally. But we've got that there's something here about happiness, the synchronicities, single. They're not taking accountability for something. It's like that Page of Pentacles in reverse is the kid who gets caught with his hand in the cookie jar and says, I didn't do it. It wasn't me by Shaggy. That's what's in my head. Well, I caught him in the counter. It wasn't me, It's just like, if you ever, I don't like singing, but if you look up the lyrics to that song, that's what is playing in my head. It Wasn't Me by Shaggy. Can we get more on this? I feel you leaving me behind. You might actually be, that's the thing. Okay, so you may have seen a part of this side of this person. We see that you came closer than anyone. You may have seen a side of this person that they don't just show to anybody. I am getting here that you, even if you try to make something work with this person, it's just not good. There's something that's just, it looks like whoever this is showing up is very childish. I'm just going to say, that's what I'm seeing here. It's not going to, there's no sustainability here, is what it looks like. Can we get something on this King of Swords in reverse? The King of Swords in reverse. There's that Knight of Swords. And the Ace of Cups. And we've got the Ace of Wands in reverse. The Seven of Wands. The Seven of Swords. And the Chariot. So here's what I've got, okay? There's something here about them secretly connecting with you. It's like whatever this is with them connecting. For some of you, this is like you're connecting with somebody here who has either this is somebody you've been connected to before, because I saw returning, or this is something that we see synchronicities here. So there's something here about what you're about to go through that is synchronistic to something that you had been through in the past, and you're meant to be doing it differently this time. That's what I'm getting here. So the challenge has something to do with this person is not coming in as very honest. Okay, there's something here about a dishonesty here with the King of Swords in reverse. Maybe presenting themselves to be willing to be emotionally there for you or available, or maybe sharing an actual feeling of love with you. But there's part of the test has something to do with rejecting any sexual advances. That is what's coming up here, okay? And seeing where it goes from there, because I am getting with the King of Swords in reverse to the Seven of Swords, and now I'm also seeing the Knight of Swords and the Chariot. This person is being strategic, deceptive. It's deception. There's some sort of deception here where they are going to return. They're going to run from you and they're going to return to whoever this is. There's some sort of issue that's going on here with some other connection that they're involved in, and they're just looking to release some sort of tension physically. And once that tension gets released, you probably won't see them again for a while. Let's get more. We've got anxiety showing up here. Love affair. And then they're going to put, because they're in love. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm just going to say, you might be, I don't like reading my querent as being the person who's being used here, but that's kind of what it's looking like. Somebody is very attracted to you. Now, this is something that this may not even be somebody you've been involved with in the past. This could just be somebody who is connected to somebody else who's very attracted to you. And once you may have gone through this before. There's something I'm already seeing here too that's showing up very obvious, that whoever this is somebody who you will not get along with, even if you do try to make something work with them. So this looks honestly like it's purely sexual. This is a purely passionate connection where it leads, this person is going to start feeling anxious about having gotten themselves into a love affair connection here, because they actually do feel love for this other energy. And that's what I was picking up right away. There's something here that whoever this is just trying to avoid how they really feel by distracting themselves. Can we get more on this? We've got, I couldn't let you get close to me. So this person's still not going to let you get close to them, or they're not going to let you get close to them. And I remember every detail of that day. And then you're going to be, so that's part of the challenge. Part of the challenge is that there's something about whatever energy it is that this person is bringing towards you that you've gone through before. Either you've gone through it with this person, but for a lot of you, this is new. This is somebody who you've not been connected to. It's just showing up that you may already know that they're connected to somebody else. You may not know, but there's something here about you not letting them get too close to you as being the challenge. That's what I'm seeing here. Try not to involve yourself in anything like that. So we've got the Page of Cups in reverse as your advice. Oof. We've got the Ace of Wands in reverse. Oh yeah. So be aware that this person might throw a little bit of a hissy fit because you're saying no. And this is supposed to be, ooh, you might be afraid. Are you afraid to say no to somebody? There's something that's, you're actually going to end a cycle here. You have the potential to end a cycle here because you've gone through this is a test. This is a test. So once you end this cycle by passing the test, and it looks like there's something here about somebody being hypersensitive. They're going to take offense to the fact that you're not succumbing to their sexual advances. It's showing up that this is a hopeless connection right now. And you not wanting to try and make this work is going to create a tower moment, is what it looks like. It looks like there's going to be an end to a cycle here. Like you're actually ending, this might be there's something here you're not expecting. You're not expecting the reaction you're going to get from this person if you reject them. That's what I'm seeing here. Unconditional love. And they're going to be focused on you. But they're still entrapped. They're trapped in something. They're trapped in something. There's unconditional love. They're trapped in I'm seeing love in another connection is what I'm seeing. Like they're almost like they're coming in. I don't know if they're at the forefront, their intention is to use you. I'm just getting this hyper fixation on just wanting to be physical with you. And it looks like the intention is to go back. But I'm seeing here that if you reject this, there's something that's there's a cycle that's coming to an end here. Like you've learned the lesson. You don't have to do this again. You're going to have to let this person go. They're going to find it hard to let you go. That's what it is. You're not expecting this. You're not expecting this. I'm not getting, though, that you should ever get yourself involved with this person. I think that this is one of those, well, you know what? You're going to be the one who got away. That's what it looks like. And then they're going to be afraid to contact you. All right. Now we've got afraid. Yeah, that's right. The Nine of Swords shows up in the outcome. All right. Can we get something on this Nine of Swords? We've got the Lovers. There's the Nine of Cups in reverse. And we've got the Page of Wands. There's the Queen of Swords in reverse. The Hierophant. Yeah, that's it. They're going to that's it. They're going to return. They're going to return to, if it's a marital connection, there's some, like I said, there's some sort of commitment. They're going to return to that. They're going to return to that is what it looks like. Now, if you go for this, there's this energy of them being really afraid. They're going to be afraid of what they've done. And so now you're in a position where they're going to be ignoring you. They're going to totally make you feel like you're you. I'm getting here that you're meant to be you. This changes the karma. Some of you may have a hard time rejecting this person. They might be somebody who's very attractive to you. This person might feel like they know exactly what they have to say to get what they want out of you. I'm just getting here that this ends in somebody feeling a lot of regret. And it's either going to be you feeling the regret if you go for this, or it's them who's going to feel the regret. They're going to feel the regret either way. This person feels the regret either way. They're either going to feel the regret about what they've done to this other person, or they're going to feel regret. And that's what I'm getting here. There's something that you're not expecting, but it does look like there's still going to be a price to be paid with this other person who they are supposed to be committed to, and they're not being very faithful. See, that's the price we pay when we're getting ourselves into these contractual agreements with people. You see, if we don't get ourselves into any kind of sexual relationship at all, we don't feel jealous at all. But have you ever been in a situation where you are hanging out with somebody who's of the opposite sex and they just want to be your friend? Where the end point isn't about getting into bed with each other? Does that exist? Maybe I'll put that to the test one day. We've got family. Whoever this is might have a family. They might actually have a family, and that's why they're feeling guilty for doing this. You may have gone through this before. There's something synchronistic about this for some of you. You already went through this before. And they're totally committed to the other person. And they're coming in, they're going to go back and beg for their forgiveness, is what I'm seeing. And of course, they're not taking any accountability. It's all Taurus's fault. That's what I'm seeing. And that's the I love you unconditionally is, yeah, and this person takes them back. You put me through hell, but I'll take you back because I love you anyway. That's what I'm seeing here. I am not available. This person is showing up as not being available. So yeah, that's it. So it looks like for a lot of you, this is somebody who you may have been connected to in the past. For a lot of you, this is not somebody who you're connected to in the past. This might just be somebody who is coming in to test you on something you had already failed at in the past, and you're getting a chance to do it differently this time. And basically your advice is to reject. So let's get final messages for you. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at the overall energy again, now that we've done this. So we've got the Emperor in reverse. They're not fulfilling their duties as divine masculine, that's for sure. It's showing up here that you're meant to be blocking and rejecting this person. This person's not showing up as being very easy to get along with, by the way. I'm just getting you may be putting yourself into a position where you're regressing in some way. And I already got that. I said that already. You got to a place in your maturity that this person may, and this person may too. You may not have seen this person in a while. This is somebody who you may have been connected to in the past for some of you. But it is showing up here. This is a consistent message now. You are at a place in your maturity that you were not at the last time this happened. The last time something that is similar to what's about to happen happened to you before, and you had to learn a lesson. Now you're going to be tested to see if you learned the lesson or not by seeing if you actually live up to what you know you need to do moving forward in the most morally aligned path that you can take. So let's get the final messages for you, Taurus. We've got passion. That's all this is about, is passion. And we've got honeymoon, so that's what I was getting here. They're going to try and make your heart flutter. That's what I'm getting. They're going to try and make your heart feel light, and then there's a deception. And we've got deception in there, and at the bottom of the deck, we've got, it says this could be the one, but I believe that that's the deception. They're going to make it seem like you're everything I want, Taurus. You're so beautiful. You're everything I've ever wanted. Taurus is one of the beautiful signs. They are the Empress. So is Libra. Beautiful people. So physically. So they are very attracted to you. But just be aware, there is a deception here. We see that King of Swords in reverse. This is something that apparently you've been through before, whether it's with this person or with somebody else, but you're being tested to see if you're going to do the right thing. And so hopefully you do. And Taurus, that is your reading for the week of December 8th to the 14th. Thank you so much for all of your support, your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. And until I read you again, take care and bless.